Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. In today's quick video of setting a goal, why is the first 100,000 the hardest to hit? That's what I'm going to cover in this episode. Stay tuned and find out what I'm going to talk about. And if you want to level up your investment knowledge, and if you're on Facebook, join me on this group, Investing 102, where you get to level up. In this episode, I want to talk about why setting a goal is so important. It sounds so simple. It sounds like, well, everybody knows that. But let me explain why the math works. So why is the first 100,000 the hardest? What I'm going to do is show you a simple model with 3 different people. I want to show you what happens if you're in category A versus B versus C based on your income. Suppose you're in one of these buckets. And if you can save 10%, that means person A saves about $4,000 a year, person B saves about $10,000 a year, and person C saves $25,000 a year. How long does it take for you to hit your first 100,000? And here you can see 15 years is a long time to get, just to get your first 100,000. The person B will take about 7.5 years. And even person C takes 4 years. It's a little bit under, right? If you do the 25,000 times 4, you get to 100,000. But your money is earning money, and so you can get there a little bit quicker. So the next step is what? If you keep on contributing the same amount, the 4,000, 10,000, or 25,000, how long will it take in total to get to the first million? So person A will take about 41 years to get to their first million. So if you subtract the difference, that's how many years it takes to grow 900,000. And here it takes about 29 years. And this person, 29 total, and you subtract the difference, that's how many years it will take, which is about 13 or a little bit less. And here it takes about 19 years to get to the first million. And if you subtract the 4 out of that, you can see how it's about 15 years more. One of the things I want to talk about is if you set a goal to hit your first 100,000, believe it or not, the rest becomes easier and easier and easier. And the reason why is you don't notice this pattern until you look at the first to second million. So this person, assuming he never got a raise and he's only saving 4,000 even in the future, it takes him 9 years to go from the first million to the second million because he's only adding another, right, 4,000 times 10, which is 40. So it takes him 9 more years to get here. This person, who took 29 years, will reach it in year number 38. And if you notice, also about 9 years. And this person, who's hit it at 19 years, takes about 8 years. And then if you model it out to the third million, it's only about 5 more years. Here you can see that it's about 5 years, and here's about 4 more years. So what happened is, at some point, your contribution amount doesn't really add or shave off a lot of time. In this model, I use about an 8% rate of return per year, and I modeled it out using a 8% fixed rate, obviously. But I'm using a similar percentage for all of them. And I wanted to show you why it doesn't matter what income you start at. What matters is, can you hit these milestones early in life? The funniest thing is I made very little money in the beginning of my career, and I believe I still do. I still make very little money. But if you hit these milestones early, none of it matters. And this is why I always teach this concept. Do it $1 at a time, hit whatever milestone you can hit, but do it as early as possible. I hit my first 100,000 way before age 30. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Delete that. There are many other people who I know hit it much earlier than me. And then they did things much better than I did. So they definitely have a lot more money. But the point of this is, it is not as hard as you think. It's not about income. It's about how soon you can hit these milestones. The sooner you hit them, the easier it is for you to hit the next milestone and the next milestone. And it really doesn't matter what you contribute. You can contribute 1,000 later or 4,000 or 8,000. See, what happened is once you hit the milestone, the money will compound on its own. And this is why setting a goal, hitting your first 100,000 is very important. The rest becomes easier. And this is something that we always teach. All the financial coaches I work with, we always encourage you, set some goals and let's gotta push it. We gotta get you hitting these goals as soon as possible. Then you understand why we teach it and why we like helping our clients do the same. With that being said, we're gonna bring this to an end. Don't forget, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. Have a profitable day. Bye-bye.